We got 5 packs to open, so let's see how those go. Random strategy, welcome pack, token exchange, all that good stuff. We'll start our timer after we get out of the packs. That way you guys can enjoy the stream in its entirety, so to speak. All right, got, yeah, it's not bad. It's a decent pull there, for sure. Let's see what else we get. Benny Blanco and Alexander Jarvis, how are you guys? Yeah, good morning. What's up, Alexander? This legend's for you. It's Tyler Higbee. I know you're a big fan. But yeah, just opening some of the welcome stuff here for season 5. Not sure if I'll make it deep into season 6. Depends what's going on then. Hawks low key Super Bowl pick. They got a shot. We'll see what happens. Now they got to play with all eyes on them, right? Not a big media market up there. Kind of stealth under the radar until that Saturday game. Now we got to see what's going to happen here. It's a miracle. What's up, Tanner? It's a miracle to have you here in the chat. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Eagles, sadly, you don't think they can repeat. I'm scared of the Eagles. I think if I was going to rank the teams I don't want to play, it's probably Eagles, Rams, and Niners. But we're probably going to have to go through some of those guys. They did clean house. Yeah, who do you want them to hire? Noah, what's up, buddy? I'll start the timer here in a minute, and then you know how it works, Alexander. It's really up to you guys with the likes, follows, shares, all that good stuff. All right, here's the season 5 picks. I'm tempted to get May powered up here soon. Was thinking to go with that left guard. Kitchens at free safety is probably good, but man, he's only 5'11", so I may stay with Hendricks out there for a while. Got plenty of tokens to power this guy up, whoever we're going to go with. I got the righty Vic. I wonder if I should sell the righty Vic and go with May. Hey, what's up, Dark Spectre? Are you liking the Drake May card on the choice pack, Dark Spectre? I was thinking maybe get him, sell off my Vic card, then I have a bunch of coins for the Seahawk theme team. I was also thinking to get David Edwards. Maybe Edwards will be second. Talking myself into Drake May here. How fast is May? Hey, what's up, Holy Five Hole? Not super fast, but fast enough with the throw, scramble, all that good stuff. Because I'm gonna get this guy powered up right off the rip. Don't play much Ultimate Team for Dark Spectre. Guys, how you been? Sorry, I didn't stream for a couple days. Been pretty busy in real life. It flagged your comment. It wasn't anything bad. I'm sorry. He gets up to 90 elite speed. Eli, I was already wanting to pick him. I think we'll grab May and power him up first because I got the season tickets galore now. So now we just want to grind out our next guy. Also, we got the token exchange set. Let's see what packs we get. I'll start my timer after we get through all this good stuff. 100 coins, blah blah blah. Okay, so I think we did the exchange set, but let me just double check. I put a couple of those things in here to start. Have a good stream. It'll be a good afternoon. Man, you guys are talking to me from the future. It's 9:30 a.m. out here. No afternoon stuff. Holy, I don't know if you heard the conversation. As far as teams I don't want to see, I don't want to see your Rams. I don't want to see the Eagles come playoff time. I mean, you don't really want to see anybody, but Seahawks are gonna have to play someone here in 2 weeks. How do you feel about your matchup this week? Holy Five Hole against the Panthers. Expected. How are you liking the Packers Bears matchup? Did see the Ravens join the Raiders on the stupid trade. Yeah, I looked at his coaching record. This year wasn't great on wins and losses, but he had just had multiple double-digit wins there for Harbaugh. But overall, I think I'm 95 overall right now, Ryan Orr. You should actually be able to see it there, top right. Unless, no, I may have something blocking in the overlay. The division got super tough. It did. Yeah, the division got nutty. All right, so I'm just looking around here. I think I did the token exchange shit. Let me power up, what's his face? Sorry, we're doing roster stuff instead of playing off rip, but yeah, the Vic card's fun, but I really don't like right-handed Vic. It just seems so weird to me. It breaks the immersion for me. Not like that matters. It should be all about winning, but yeah, let's get Drake May, and we can talk about the young Patriot quarterback here. We'll power him up, and we can sell off Vic. I'll see if I can sell Vic first because I'm not buying stuff today. Hate the third game against the Packers for Dark Specta. Cheetah, dude, yes, I want to hear from you. I pinged you in the Discord server, Cheetah. What's your thoughts on Harbaugh? I know you were over Harbaugh, so what would you like to see him do now that the bad man's gone? Who do I have with the Jaguars and Bills? Oh, that's really a good matchup. Jaguars just like quietly won whatever 13 games or something. They're going to be tough. Free after 18 years for Cheetah. Eagles didn't do you guys a solid. Yeah, the Eagles seemed like they weren't too concerned about winning that game. All right, so I have them upgraded to 90, so I'm going to buy all these tokens up to 94 on Drake May. Then we need to get to our next selection pack. Hey, what's up, Kobe? How's your day going? Kobe, thanks for letting them know, and I hope you pin that one there to the chat. But yeah, I've got a lot of season tickets I've been hanging on to. It's the best job opening on the market right now. You think the organization takes their time, fills dozens of interviews. Yeah, you're probably 100% right. Whoever the Ravens hire will be a worse head coach. Kobe, thanks for the heart me. I know a lot of Raven fans like Cheetah wish they would have held on to McDonald initially, but we'll see. I know they said the Giants are in on Harbaugh, and it's one of those deals where we won't know, for 5 years was it the right thing, and maybe Harbaugh just needed to change the scenery too. But I know he's still very very sought after. At least his agent was saying like 7 teams had called him. They're speculating that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers called on Harbaugh and they'll push out Bowles if they can get Harbaugh. Cap specialist succeeded on special teams. Weird. All right, I'll get everything fixed up. Sorry guys, we're just doing roster stuff. Not the whole stream. We're gonna play. We just want to upgrade our team here. Maybe. New quarterback. Sharks in a playoff spot right now. Sharks are playing pretty well. I know they had that big come from behind win against the Penguins the other day too. 18 years with the Ravens. You think the Patriots barely beat the Chargers, says Alexander. I think the Chargers are going to get stomped. Had to vent. Hey, what's up? Triggered over that. You're not with pro knowledge with most things, but you know eyes. That is all. Oh, right on. I didn't see. I didn't see your reply. Let me check. Yeah, so what they said for my daughter's prescriptions is the more she wears them, the faster the nearsightedness will progress, and that she should, kind of minimize the wear of prescription glasses, Gabs. So that's been our understanding. We usually just have her wear them when she's in class, but we don't love that guy. He's one of the only pediatric specialists in the area, so we had to drive over to him, and that's how we got the information that we got. Hey, what's happening at your couch? Good to have you in the stream, Gabby. Great to see you. Let's see, John Super Bowl drought. Could create an account over here. Kobe, thank you for the heart me in the TikTok chat. So let me go into my lineup real fast and try to fix up this May card. I don't know if we actually should play May today until Vic melts, but let's pop him in and see what he looks like. We'll put him on the Seahawk theme because Vic's playing up to 96. Hey, F your couch, what do you think of the Drake May? I went with May to start. Every team in the Eastern Conference with 8 points from first to last. Sorry, I got behind on chat. Find a better one. The one doctor said your son didn't need glasses. Took him to a real specialist, and they said without glasses he'll lose completely vision in one eye. Yeah, this guy's like the specialist probably for 100 miles, but doesn't mean we can't drive a little further too. Let's see. The Texans defense is impressive. You think they may go far, says Alexander. Yeah, Texans and Jaguars probably aren't getting much love. Sean, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Sean? You think he'll play nice? Yeah, I was really tempted to go left guard because I don't want to spend the money on the Hutchinson for the Seattle theme team, but I thought may be better. So it looks like Vic plays higher right now. So let me put that Vic back in till he melts. Sell him. I'll have more coins for the Seahawk theme. Is what I'm thinking. Go to another one. No, yeah, I will. Yeah, definitely. Yabs, especially with you knowing a lot about it. But yeah, that's the information that we're operating on based off what they told us. I think it was like September when she got her glasses. Hey, what's happening, William? How's your day going? All right, so now I wish I would have got the left guard first, but you don't really know until you plug these guys in how they look with your theme team. I need to keep Darnold as the backup because of the triple X Seahawk motivator, blah blah blah. And then my specialist got messed up here somehow. I don't know what I did. Myers stats went up. I don't understand that. Let's see. You think the franchise needs to move on? Does Cheetah doing okay? And yes, change the name to Sean of Motown. Motown rolls off the tongue better. New year, new name, clean slate. I like that. Sean of Motown. Luke, thanks for subscribing. How's your day going, Luke? We're multi-streaming. I'm chatting with everybody everywhere. Sorry for talking quickly at you guys. Clutch kicker or the slow meter? I guess we'll keep the clutch kicker. Get back my training for now because I'll forget that I had it enabled. All right, let me go get some games in. So I think Zero Chill melts tomorrow, and then we'll be getting more into the new content. Looking forward to all the playoff stuff. So let's see, John Wayne, welcome in. Good to have you there. What's your favorite John Wayne movie? I guess John Wayne wasn't the best person in real life, but had a lot of great films throughout his illustrious career. Is Drake May's release good? So one of the best players that I know personally, he's in my purple chat right now, Callan, and he says that Drake May's probably going to be pretty nice. He didn't grab him yet, so if F your couch thinks May will be good, he'll probably be good. When you fire good people, you tend to get worse, not better. Yeah, it'd be a really interesting deal to see what happens around the Ravens now. I don't like either of the Harbaugh brothers, so I'm just like, yeah, get rid of the Harbaughs. Although, of course, we have, Junior Harbaugh running the Seahawks special team, so I guess I have to root for him for now. KT, welcome in. Good to have you, KT. They fired Brian Billick in 07. They hired Harbaugh. Hey, what do those guys have in common, Cheetah? Cheetah's not going to like what I'm going to say. They both won a Super Bowl with your team, so it can be worse. You can get the Tom Flores at the end of his career and the Jim Mora Juniors, Dennis Erickson's. I've seen all those guys coach my favorite squad. Want to let you know, 1 year sober. Hey, congratulations, Alexander. Source confirms Cubs close to acquiring Edward Cabrera from the Marlins. Oh, interesting. He's going to be great for Cub theme teamers in MLB The Show. Let me start our Tickfinity timer here. There it goes. Let's see, you're around that team a lot in 07. The vibes were dreadful. Change was needed then. I remember when Tony Banks was the starter and then they made the move to Dilfer. I think Banks may have gotten hurt. And it was just such a dominant defense that you guys didn't need a whole lot on the offensive side. I remember Lewis being an absolute beast though for your run game back from that era. Got Seahawks going all the way to Kobe. I hope so. I'm not going to sit here and count the chickens before they hatch. Regardless, we're going to get trolls coming in if and when Seattle gets bounced and being like, "Oh, your team sucks." Hey, my team won a lot of games in the regular season. Let's see, football on top. Football on top. Hey, who's your favorite football team? Football on top. Speaking of Seahawks, you got a Seahawk buddy there in TikTok. It is Seatown Trey. What's happening, Trey? We didn't score a touchdown in 5 weeks. This guy's probably trying to mute me. maybe that's my key to winning is leaving my mic unmuted on the controller. He didn't want to hear me yapping the whole time, but we'll get the win by being obnoxious. I wasn't trying to be though. I'll mute now. Let's see. Flock Rod says, "Go Pack, go." You think the Packers beat the Bears this coming week? So you didn't score a touchdown in 5 weeks during the regular season in 2000, and you won 4 of them. People act like it's an easy thing to win a Super Bowl. It's not. Oh, definitely not. Favorite team are the Danielle Freaks. Go Pack, go. If your couch is ready to go Pack, go. Josh has a great charity for you guys to check out, seriousfun.org. They provide children living with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience with a high-quality medical care environment. Super safe and supportive. So again, if you're on any of the platforms besides the purple one, you can click on the link. It's seriousfun.org. Will I be live for the game? Which game? I'm not going to be live during the Seahawk game. unless somebody pays me a boatload of money to be live during the game. You won't see my face. Let's see. Packers are destroying the Bears. Jordan Love is good when healthy in the playoffs as Flock Rod. I'm sad that you guys have to play your backup quarterback and you can't play Malik Willis Flock Rod. Let's see. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. I know a Steelers fan that's like a super fan. One of the teachers at my kid's school. She's pumped up that the Steelers made it in. I guess you are too, Madden Stickwork. Hey, Greg Dugan, thank you for the heart me. How's your day going, Greg? All in on Mike Mack as Cheetah. Let's see. Not on good terms with the Browns right now. Going to pretend you're boycotting them until they hire a head coach. Yeah, I know you didn't want to move on from Stefanski. I saw some people saying you don't usually see a hype video for the coach that's outgoing immediately after they get fired. But I know Brown social media had a video for Kevin as well. Seattle had one for Pete Carroll, but you know, that's a little bit different deal with Pete because he had been a big part of the franchise DNA there for over a decade. Stefanski might not be the solution. You don't think he's a problem either. You've come to the belief that he asked to be let go and didn't want to start Sanders. Yeah, maybe. Didn't seem like a lot of the staff was keen on Sanders being there, from what I've read. I know the rumor was that the owner wanted Sanders. So see, Jordan Love is 4-0 when he plays versus the Bears. I gotta tell you something, friend. Respectfully, as I got one of my really good Packer buddies in on the other stream, past results don't indicate future games, man. What happened in the past is the past. Seahawks have won a boatload of games against the Eagles. I'm a Seahawk fan. I'm not chomping at the bit to take on the Eagles in coming rounds here. Just because we have a win streak against them doesn't mean you're going to win the next one. Stefanski's the biggest fraud of all time. Softball lobbed him to 2 Coach of the Year, says Cam. Cam's also a Browns fan. Hey, Henny, great to see you, buddy. Boy, we tried to string that thing out and find riots and didn't work out. Jordan Love is literally a top 5 quarterback. Argue with a wall, says Flock Rod. Flock Rod, you seem like you're trying to convince yourself, to be honest. C-Town Trey says, I think you're already talking to one. Sorry, after couch. I gotta mess with this. This guy is a little bit too much in your fan base. Hey, the sexy daddy. What's going on, Henny? Thank you for 33 months. Ooh, I threw that really late. I got lucky. Wrong moronic live take. Look up his stats. I'm not going to look up Jordan Love's stats. I don't care about Jordan Love's stats. Top 5 in a poor man's quarterback league, maybe, says Cam. Alexander says, I think Love is good. He has not reached his potential yet. We're going to open a pack and write Henny's name on the wall and all the good stuff. Thanks, Henny, for being a subscriber here. That's right. So I'm still using Vic, but I plan to sell him after the snow melts. Maybe he'll be a little bit more rare and get me some coins over the top. Today's not that day, pal, says Solo Phil. I mean, Packers were the last team in the playoffs, right? Respectfully, if you're the last team in, I guess go ahead and talk all your talk, because you may be out in the first round, but you can't be expecting Love to take you all the way to the Super Bowl. If he does, it's an awesome story. Enjoy the ride. But there's a reason you guys are the 7th seed, right? I mean, if we swap Seattle and Green Bay, I would 100% be telling you, all right, Seahawks fans, pump the brakes as people see the Seahawks hats, and I tend to attract, Seattle fans in here. But we were trying to sneak in there late last year, and it didn't shape up for us with the 10-win team to be the last playoff team. But yeah, wasn't expecting much. I just wanted them to get the playoff experience. I know Love has a playoff win and stuff, but I think he just has the 1 win, right? Packers aren't losing to the Bears. You're going to Chicago for a reason. Finn, welcome in. How's it going, Finn? Xander's a follower. What's up, Xander? Just got here. Solo Phil doesn't know what's going on. Solo, we got to regulate on TikTok chat. Oh, well, we're driving engagement over there until the mods get tired and take him out. Cam, whenever you're ready, if you want to send him to the penalty box or Shadow Realm, it's fine. This guy hasn't even followed. He's writing checks for Jordan Love's butt to cash. Packers will most likely lose to the Bears. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be an excellent game with them being division rivals and all that, but Bears are a small favorite, right? And it's in Chicago. Home crowd's going to be rocking. They haven't had playoff football for a few seasons, so we'll see. In the playoffs, everybody needs to pump the brakes. Anybody can beat anybody this season. Yep, for sure. Steelers are phony baloney. You hope they don't get a lucky run, says Josh. Enjoy. We'll try again next stream. Cam regulating. Thanks, Cam. Chance of snow as well, says SRT Zach. I'd love some bad weather games this weekend. My team's not playing this weekend. I hope you guys are out there getting frostbite. Not the fans, though. Not the fans if you're attending. But, yeah, the players, they can get really, really chilly. You can be super tired for the next weekend. You live there, 85% chance of snow. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just trolling and engagement baiting. Yesterday I did stream, for those of you that made it in. We had Skyballer made it into chat. Soilfield made it in there. And I'm trying to remember whichever the regulars we had. But some of you guys came through for Colorado State versus New Mexico. That was a fun game. Hey, what's up, Noah? How's your day going? Not everybody gets a bye week. Let's see. I'm seeing the Packers and Bears game with your buddy who's a big Packers fan. You do think the Bears win, says Alexander. Hopefully, for your sake, he's good-natured if that is the outcome. Sometimes people get like overly upset. It's like, man, we can't control this game. I mean, I get upset, but I'm not taking it out on my friends if they're with me or if I'm around anybody else. And we get the pass breakup. Big Baby Henny. I always say playoff football is the hardest because it's the only major sport who doesn't do a series. So like Spectre said, anybody can beat anybody on that day. Yeah, 1,000%. And then here comes all the talking heads like vultures on a dead carcass as soon as your team gets bounced, if your team does get bounced, with quarterback choked, head coach is a moron, ownership should step in, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, sometimes it's just the way the football bounces, you know? Loose ball hit the ground in bad weather and thing squirts around wherever it wants. It is 68 there in Atlanta for Josh. Warmer than what I got. This is close to where my hometown is. Oh, I guess my weather command's not working. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, we're 53. It's 2 Fahrenheit for Noah. March Madness. I'm not ready for March Madness. I'm a pretty weak college basketball observer. We got the college football playoffs tomorrow and the next day. Let's see, you went 14-2 in 2019. Got blown out at home in the divisional as a 1 seed. Pete Carroll's last really good year, they won 12 games. Rams beat us in the first round. They started their backup quarterback. Jared Goff had a busted thumb. I think it was dislocated. Goff came in off the bench because Adams had concussed their backup. I forgot the backup's name back then. Some guy that I don't think stuck in the league too long. So Goff rolls in off the bench and they beat us with Goff. That was such a bitter deal. Russ threw a pick six that was a screenplay to DK Metcalf, and we never bounced back from it. That year, I kind of had the hopes that they were going to go on a deep run. That was like the last year. I was really expecting a whole lot from any of the Seattle teams. Until this year, I think they have a shot. Just because you're the 1 seed doesn't mean you win. No, I agree, Alexander. Yeah, I think Seattle is in great shape, but there's some matchups that are a lot worse for us. If we see the Rams, our first game, yeah, the Rams can beat us. They already did, and they probably should have won the Thursday night game too. Get to see who Indiana is going to play in the national championships as Solo. Noah Mendel, he's ready for the snow to stop. This is year 1 also for your team. You didn't expect anywhere close to the season that you guys have had for the Bears. Yeah, the Bears are going in an experience, so it's hard to predict how well they'll play. I think they'll be running around, playing with their hair on fire, but sometimes you have to calm down and anticipate what your opponent's going to do. Noah's he's bringing the hype. A different Noah's bringing the hype in the red chat. But no, yeah, I said hi to you. What's going on, Noah? Hawks next season schedule is diabolical, says C-Town Trey. First place schedules always look tough on paper till you actually get into the year, and then some teams regress. So maybe it won't be as bad as we think. Who do I have winning Eagles versus Niners? I'm rooting for the Eagles. I hope the Eagles win big. That Niner team has been pretty pesky find a way to win a lot of games this season. Yeah, I think the Eagles win it at home. Sleeping, napping, and hibernating for Solo. Wouldn't sleep on Oregon, even though Indiana's already beat them. I tried to get the hit stick fumble, no luck. Can't believe Austin Matthews is the least all-time goal scorer at 28 years old. Pretty impressive considering the length of the franchise there. Colorado Avalanche are so good right now, says Alexander. I'm only worried about the San Jose Sharks. I'm not too worried about them. Yeah, the Niners look really tough. And then they should be getting back Purcell and Trent Williams for that game. So they should look a little better than they did against Seattle. Then again, that Eagle defense is tough. And they had a hard time against the Seattle defense, which is tough. So I'm hoping the Eagles take them out. I'm hoping the Panthers take out the Rams. Seems like the Rams are going to go through the Panthers. But, you know, we'll see. The Panthers did beat them at home already this year. See, Macklin is doing phenomenal this season. Bang, bang, no touchdown gang, says C-Town Trey. Who do you guys have for MVP? Coach of the year, all that good stuff. Yeah, it could be trouble. And then part of me is rooting for the Packers to win in case the 49ers win, because I don't want to see the Niners again. If the Packers win, they're heading to Seattle. And, you know, it's like, be careful what you wish for. Then the Packers come in and beat the Seahawks or something. But it's not because I want to see your Bears go out, Darks, but I just want it to be as easy as it can be for the Seahawks. And it's like, we don't want to play a divisional rival again. Yeah, they're getting more firepower back. I'll tell you who isn't Coach of the Year. Found your old iPhone, Donnie. Maybe, just maybe. We're going to get an IRL stream solo. The Sharks may actually make the playoffs. We need the Panthers to win because you know the Seahawks can stomp the Panthers. Well, the Panthers wouldn't necessarily play us the following week, though. Almost certainly wouldn't play us. But, yeah, taking the Rams out would be doing the dirty work for the Seahawks. Macklin's on pace for 130 points by the end of the season. Going to be hard to root against Macklin, Celebrini in the Olympics. But when you guys play Team USA, I guess I have to go for patriotism. Liam Cohen is your pick for Coach of the Year. If I had a pick, I would give it to Shanahan. Maybe because I'm on the West Coast and I don't really watch a lot of Jacksonville games. You know, Jacksonville went to overtime with the Raiders. They scored a touchdown. Raiders scored a touchdown. The Raiders went for 2 and it got batted down. They were that close to losing to the Raiders, and maybe the whole thing would have been different for both squads, you know, on the result of that game. So I'm kind of surprised how good Jacksonville's been down the stretch. But yeah, they've been humming right along for Cohen. Let's see, taking the Rams out would do wonders for everybody in the NFC. Oh boy, that was almost a disaster. Tried to hit the R1 receiver late and got lucky. All right, I think I'm finally caught up on chat a little bit. Sorry for talking so fast, but I don't like to miss any lines of chat when possible. Happens occasionally, though. Tonight, there is a basketball game I'll be streaming, guys, to probably a Red stream exclusive. But let me give you the matchup. Not familiar with these schools too much, but I got South Dakota against St. Thomas today for men's college hoops. So we'll see if that's a good one. It's a Summit League matchup, and that is at 6 o'clock my time. So trying to do the math in my head. I think it's about 8 hours from now. Oh, I missed the throw. I had 2 open throws there. Let me try the F Your Couch play, the duo run. Let's see, Juju Jaja, welcome in. How's your day going, Juju? Seahawks Nation, good to see you in the stream. How are you, Seahawks? I don't know. No, we turned it over on downs, dang it. I thought it was going to give it to me, but apparently not. Olympics is fun at times, says Noah. Yeah, good to have you in the stream. Thanks for the follow. When you guys follow, the timer goes up and we do a longer session. In hindsight, I feel like I probably should have just took the points when they were on the board there. Hindsight's always that way. Any thoughts on who the Raiders or Cardinals might hire? I feel like those are jobs you settle for to get to be a head coach, and everybody's probably going to be interested in the Ravens first and foremost. Oh, Carmichael just beasted me there, mossed me. Probably need to match it by size. So there goes the lead just like that. What I read about Harbaugh was the Giants were in on him. Looks like the flu is really bad this season. Stay safe out there. Yep, there's a lot of kids that were missing from my kids' school in the different classes yesterday, apparently for the flu. So I hope they don't come bringing it in next week, or somebody just getting the symptoms spread it around yesterday. I always get my flu shot. I know some people are hesitant to get the flu shot, but usually it lessens the severity of that terrible disease if you do end up picking it up. Then my arm's sore for a couple days. I have to lay on the other side. It's a side sleeper. Getting away with some bad throws. Have an aunt in the ICU currently from it. Oh, I hope she has a full recovery, Dark Specta. That's scary. Jalen, welcome in. Good to have you there, Jalen. Trying the same play over and over here. But we ran it differently. Got it to Rice, and we'll use a timeout. You see, you don't get it. You got zero qualms with people getting it. Always had pretty good immune system. Grayson, welcome in. Thanks for following, Grayson. Supposedly, the more flus you have, the more it can damage your heart over the years. So for me, it's kind of like a preventative maintenance thing, where I'd rather just deal with getting jabbed and hopefully not having any like severe stuff happen to my health. Let's see. You think the candidates are going to wait to be interviewed by the Ravens first before going anywhere else? Yeah, I think so too. Is this my full-time job? My full-time job is being the gigolo, Noah. You'd be really shocked to see my client list, though. I know we're waiting on a big list to get revealed somewhere else, but yeah, my list has some people that you know in it. So yeah, I probably wouldn't ask too many more questions. Let's see. Jalen got the flu. Most of the throat pain is gone now. Let's see. They had to put her to 75% under with a breathing tube in for your aunt. Sportsman Mason. How are you, Sportsman Mason? Yeah, I was just hoping something was going to be wide open. We'll stop there. Well, he wants to take a timeout, so maybe I'll run that double mountain pass then, since he wants to stop the clock. Glenn knew what I was hinting at. Jackson, welcome in. No way. Hey, Josh, thank you for 43 months. We got to get Josh and Henny on the sub wall here post-game. Jackson Jones, thanks for following. Sportsman Mason applied for his first job. What type of job did you apply for, Sportsman? His neighbor's going to be ready for OTAs. Don't even remember when he got hurt. He got hurt early in the year. I'm not sure about the OTA scenario, though, for him. All right, that ends the game. All the head coach openings have bad rosters. Meeting will catch us soon. Thanks so much, Josh. Abel, welcome aboard. Thanks for following, Abel. You think a fun Super Bowl could be Jaguars Seahawks? I think there's a decent shot of a Seahawk rematch too, either with the Broncos or Patriots. But, that's provided Seattle cannot choke all the way through. Going to say disagree with that. Obvious bias. And he does say minus the Ravens, of course. Yeah, coaching Jackson and Henry on offense plus pretty good defense should be fun. I would think for most candidates. We'll see. Sportsman Nation says you can make $220 a week. Is it a sales job? That sounds really high for entry-level job, for a first job. Backdoor, welcome in. Akadelic, welcome in. How are you, Hawk? Okay, setting up screen on me. Steelers, Panthers would feed families, says Solo. It would. Ravens had such a good year. You think next year they can make the Super Bowl, says Glenn. Nobody on the current coaching staff would be elevated, right, Cheetah? Or did they sack everybody with Harbaugh's staff? like the internal candidate type of thing. See, I watch a different season, despite being a season ticket holder there for the Ravens. And we'll get the pass breakup so we get a short field. Clerk and in, you get paid every 2 weeks, says Mason. Okay, now I got you, Mason. Let's see, they're going outside the organization, you think. Watch the Ravens miss a kick for Noah. Sad the Colts aren't looking for a head coach. How dare you question Charlie or say Gordon, Solo Phil? You already know Dallas won't do much. Jerry needs to go. Yeah, Jerry's past his prime. Ravens have a playoff roster minus the key injuries. Offensive coordinator was the reason Harbaugh was fired, and the DC's attached to Harbaugh's hip. Can I interest you in the Seahawks special teams, coach? Can you imagine hiring the nephew? Gee, I'm just playing with you. Let's see. Something's wrong. You don't know what it is. To Solo. I thought you guys were fine until Jones got injured, honestly. Steelers can make the Super Bowl. I mean, they can. I don't think that they will, but we'll see. Roster building has been good. Coaching hasn't been able to get done. Don't know what's going on. Been that way the last few years. He's up to the challenge on the run. We want the Seahawks to make it, but Rams Broncos would be fun, says Glenn Bruce. Steelers or Texans. I don't think either of those teams are winning the AFC, but what do I know? I mean, it runs through Denver, right? So I think we have to put some respect on the Broncos, even if, you know, they're a low-scoring team that maybe isn't as exciting to watch play because there's a lot of punting and stuff going on in some of their games. 41X, welcome in 41. Oh, they have the match. I see what you mean. I thought you meant which one of those teams is going to go win the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh's at home. I think Pittsburgh can win that game against Houston. Wouldn't be shocked if Houston goes though for Solo Phil. Let's see. Dark Smith says, I blame the Ravens owner. You hope he doesn't go down the tubes. Knocking stuff over here. You think the Broncos and Bears have the same issue? They both show up second half of the game, says Glenn Bruce. We got Sean Leland coming in on the fall. How are you, Sean? Sportsman Nation says the Rams will not make it. Rams are a pretty good team based off of some of the advanced metrics, and they have one of the best head coaches. I won't count out the Rams. If there's one team that's in the wild card bracket that has to go on the road that I'm scared of, it's the Rams. Like, more so than anybody. I think the Rams have a better shot than San Francisco or Green Bay, better shot than Houston or any of these other cats that are in the same boat. Doesn't mean they're necessarily going to win it, but, you know, if you had to give me one player, I would take the Rams. Stafford is washed, says Dino. I mean, he's in the MVP conversation, Dino. I don't know. I'm a Stafford hater, but, yeah, he had a good year. Go Bears. It's Chicago has followed. How's it going, Go Bears? And we'll knock it away from Carmichael. That's what he's doing. Texans look like they can cause problems to start Becca. So what do you guys think? Somebody was asking me my opinion on it, but really it could be for everybody. Who do you think wins that Steelers-Houston matchup? Because it seems like a lot of you guys are back in Houston. Yeah, I don't like Stafford at all. I don't like Kelly Stafford. I'm sick of seeing the guy's face. But, yeah, I don't think we can put the wash label on him. He's not exactly looking like Joe Flacco out there or anything at this stage. I think the Texans can pull out the win. This Glenn Bruce. Solo says, Pittsburgh is a tough place to play. Yeah, I was trying to jam that up instead. We've parted like the blue sea out here. And huge run. Whoever won last Sunday gets trounced on Monday was always your feeling for Cheetah. People do realize opinions can be wrong. Yes. They're like a certain stinky body part. Everybody has one as far as those opinions. Don't ban me 2000 has followed. Moderators, get your band finger ready, just in case. Plus, a dome team going to Pittsburgh could be tough in January. I think that's always an underrated thing. If you play on artificial surface and then you go play on natural grass and it's soggy because, you know, this time of the year, or if you play inside and you're going to play in really bad weather, the conditioning is different in those scenarios. You know, it could be a problem for Jacksonville once they have to head on the road, if they have to go on the road to a cold weather stadium. Of course, this week they're at home. Some of you guys have subscribed on the Red platform, and we're exactly at 6,300 subscribers now on the Red side. Thank you guys for all the support to what I like to call the Red stream. Megatron clamped that one up. I thought we were going to get the pass breakup. Windsor's there. What's up, Windsor? How are you, Windsor? The Cardinals need John Harbaugh. If I'm Harbaugh's agent, I would try to avoid the Cardinals and maybe the Raiders too. There's a good piece from ESPN outlining how dysfunctional the Raiders are with Davis and Brady and the GM and the whole thing. Brady really wanted the general manager because he played with him at Michigan. I didn't realize that with him and Spytek were college teammates. And Brady wanted Ben Johnson. He couldn't get Johnson. And then he went to Pete Carroll. And Brady's the one that wanted Chip Kelly, apparently. I thought that was a Pete Carroll hire. But yeah, ESPN had a good piece on the whole Raider thing. So I think if you're not a head coach, sure, you want to be a head coach because it's millions of dollars. But if there's multiple options available to you, I probably would avoid Vegas and Arizona initially, unless you kind of had to settle for those jobs. Hey, it's Skyballer. What's up, Skyballer? Thanks for hanging out on the Red stream yesterday, watching some of that Colorado State game. Right, he's trying to run that quarterback sneak. We stopped it 3 times. You go for the job and do it for a lot less with Solo Phil. Raiders are morons, says Dark Specta. Kobe, welcome in. Marvin Harrison Jr. is okay. You need more than a good young receiver to build a winner, right? Jay, welcome in. Of course, put it on the iPad, watch it while laying in bed, relaxing with Jaden. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you guys were watching. The CPU picked the defense for me there, so if we get the stop here, of course, we're in great shape. Kind of need to watch out for run-pass options here. And I was trying to take away Tyreek Hill. He had Moss out on the side. Was not going to get to any adjustments by the time he threw it. Who do I want to win the state championship? Oh, I don't know. State championship for what? For, I don't know. Hot dog eating contest, Colby? What are we talking about? Pete, I think Pete would love to get another gig, but I think Pete's probably happy with his 3-year payout on a 1-year job. They did employ Pete Carroll's son as the offensive line coach, so you know, as much as I love Pete, he probably shouldn't have elevated his sons up in the ranks too much, coaching wise there either, because you know, obviously it looks like a nepotism hire. Son getting a lot of heat. Well, the line play was terrible. Now, I read some comments from some linemen. They said he was really dialed in with trying to help them be their best, but you know, it looks like Pete just hired him because he's his kid. You know, and it was probably the reality of the situation. Cardinals and Raiders look like young head coach candidate kind of job. Needs a lot of work to be done on both team rosters. He kind of got screwed. I agree too. I don't understand not giving him at least 2 years to try to get things moving. And it may have been that the locker room was just too far gone, you know, from the ownership standpoint, but they have a history of moving on from head coaches really quick there under Mark Davis. Raiders won't be nothing until Davis is gone, with his ugly haircut too, says Solo Phil. That ESPN article said that he looks boyish, despite being 70 years old, because of his haircut. And then his significant other apparently just started dating him without knowing that he was, you know, a millionaire and owned the Raiders. This is what's out there. No coach will turn that roster around in 1 year, says Windsor. Yeah, I mean, here's how I feel about it. And of course, I'm biased and I'm a Pete guy. But if you believed in Pete Carroll 6 months ago to turn around your roster, and you knew how bad the Raiders were, you can't then say, "Well, we had a bad year and we got the first overall pick. You got to move on from Pete Carroll." I think you got to let Pete have a little bit of time to get things turned around. He was, a Seahawk for many years there, but the first 2 years, the Seahawks went 7-9 each season. I should have got down in bounds. I was thinking to make this guy expend his timeouts here, as he was willing to give up the concession on the score. His offense has been pretty good. He's definitely looking to throw it deep to Carmichael. Hey, Windsor, since you're a Raider guy, I know, there's things to be happy about and things to be concerned about, but since you're a Raider guy, would you like to see them draft Mendoza, or would you like to see them get more, or would you like to see him like trade down or something? John Schneider makes the right moves. Sometimes he does. Seems like he's been drafting a lot better since he got away from the spark measurables. That was Seahawks' main thing there for many years. And we used to draft guys like Frank Clark and Rashad Penny and guys that had different. I think they thought they found the money ball of NFL there for a while. And then once they got away from it, went a lot better. Whatever his method is right now, I think it's usually best available. Has worked much better for the Seahawks in recent years on their drafts. Raiders need 2 more seasons building the roster. You're hoping your draft goes unconventionally for I'm the Cheetah. And this guy's going to be looking for that Carmichael out there on the outside. They got matchup by size. I don't really mind if he wants to throw in the middle of the field. Cardinals need to trade up in the draft a quarterback. There's one in college, Webb, that would rather play college than play with the Jets, says Sportsman. So maybe we give our Webb and the other picks for the Jets for the first round. Cardinals need to find a taker for Kyler Murray if they're moving on from Kyler, in my estimation. I thought he might be going to Hill. So he's going to have some throws to the end zone. No, we don't want to follow you, Tucker. In fact, we want to ban you for trying to self-promote. So, yeah, nobody follow Tucker. Tucker does, he does weird stuff in his bed at night. His mom tells me when I'm over collecting his, what was his college fund, warming up the bacon grease there. Sorry, Tucker, for you to find out this way. But yeah, no self-promoting in the lives. Lock them up. Find its Flick Studios. What's happening, Flick? Opponent's out of timeouts. He needs a touchdown or bust. I'm assuming he's looking for Carmichael. We're trying to cover him up. Throws in the middle. He's going to have to work his way in there. And he does get in. Dang it, I thought we had him stop. If I'm my opponent, I'm going for 2. Man, I kneeled down. I was trying to just flop down with Walker. I didn't mean to go into the end zone the way I did. Let's see. Last time he threw over here to the side. And he's got it. No way. What a bad way to probably lose the game. We got 3 seconds left. DS Gamer, welcome in. How are you, DS? Only in Madden. Yeah, I was trying to lock everything down, but I didn't do it. Let me see if there's any QBs that are in free agency. So here's what I think you have to do, Sportsman Mason. What I think you have to do in Arizona is look to trade away Kyler. And if you trade away Kyler, maybe you have to take back a bad contract like Deshaun Watson or a Tua or somebody like that. One man's trash is another man's treasure scenario. I tried a playmaker out, Jimmy, didn't work out. So bummer, but good job from the opponent. Was seemingly where I wanted to be to get that tackle at the goal line, and we would have been good. Let's see, maybe the first 3 quarterbacks. The first 3 could be quarterbacks in the draft. Could see Tennessee trading at 4. Where does Arizona pick? Isn't Arizona like top 3 or 4? I forgot the draft order. I know they didn't win a lot of games. Return from the future. Hey, what's happening from the future, Boski? This pack is dedicated to Henny, and then we got one dedicated to Josh. We got Andre Tippett first in the pack from Henny's Patriots. Rising star Brendan Rice. I think that's Jerry's son. The Buffalo Bills are the Super Bowl champions, believe it or not. That's disappointing for my Seahawks, Boski. And Frank Gore was last in the pack. We got a Hail Mary pack to open and a real life pack to open. Sorry, I kind of choked that game away, guys. Oh well, hopefully you were entertained. Arizona's number 5 in the draft. Cheetah says they're number 3. I'm going to believe Cheetah, Mason, just because I know Cheetah better. First in this pack is Noah Fant, former Seahawk. He's in the Seahawk uniform there. Come on, Mason. We're getting told, come on, Mason. You got to lock in. Next in the pack, really good rookie from last season, Jared Verse of the Rams. And last in is David Montgomery. I forget if David is Sonic or if he's Knuckles in the Sonic Knuckles thing, but time for the Lions to figure it out. Lions don't look as sharp without Ben Johnson calling up those plays. While this game loads, I'm going to write down Henny and Josh on the wall. It is number 3. There we go, Mason. So Cheetah was right. I had a feeling Cheetah was right. So Boski, what is the weekend plan? I forgot which day your Bills are playing. What's the game day plan? You having, I don't know, you having nachos and watching the Bills game? Are you ordering up DoorDash? You gonna cook something there at the house for snacks, or just relax and not be chomping away? I don't usually eat a lot during the games. I might pop some popcorn if I'm really gonna settle in, like first quarter type of thing. Lions fired the offensive coordinator. Yep. Let's see. Thursday through Monday, we got playoff football. Oh my. Yes, we got a lot of good football content coming. And we'll lead it out to Ocho Cinco. Sportsman Mason says he'll be sure to check next time. It's okay. So Mason, I take it that you're a fan of the Arizona Cardinals. Let's see. You're just saying the needs of 1 through 3 may not be at pass rusher. Yeah, nothing there. Should have thrown it away a little faster, or at least attempted to. Was hoping to catch him off guard. They were in man coverage and they were running tight. Jarrett, welcome to our stream. Thanks for following, Jarrett. Jarrett, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Rice doesn't hang on. I probably should punt, but I'm not going to. Nobody's watching a stream to see the punter. Jackson, welcome in. How are you, Jackson? Let's see. Sportsman says bye, Jaron Harbaugh. Raiders and Jets need a quarterback. There are only 2 or 3 quarterbacks. You're the Cardinals. Get back up Joe Flacco. Draft a quarterback. You're a Ravens fan from Arizona. Oh, interesting. It's a cool combo. Well, may have been open for a minute if I would have thrown it earlier, but by the time he was around the sticks, it didn't work out. Let's see if I can defend better than I did last game. Yeah, quarterbacks tend to move up. Yeah, it's true. Teams want to get that franchise guy, and then they start squinting and imagining, oh yeah, Will Levis is going to turn around the franchise. Jarrett's favorite athlete is Barry Sanders. Jackson wants to know my favorite athlete. Probably Mark McGuire, Steve Largent, and Chris Mullen in the mix as well. You blame Tyler Loop for John Harbaugh getting fired. Can we stop blaming Tyler Loop? Poor kid was getting all kinds of nasty stuff sent to him on Instagram. He's a rookie kicker. Yes, you want him to make that kick. It was short enough in there, but they could have ran the ball. Maybe instead of centering it, they could have ran it up there and got a couple more yards and made it a little closer and changed the leg swing. I know that kick wasn't going to be good from 40 because it was a particularly bad miss, but you know, the whole scenario is different if you're up closer. But if it, you know, if it comes down to the kicker, you had other opportunities where you could have won along the way. I don't think we can blame Loop for Harbaugh's getting fired. Um, John Harbaugh got John Harbaugh fired. Says I'm the cheetah. Yeah, maybe don't go 8-9. Yeah. Of course, he'd be coaching this week if if Loop had made the kick, but yeah, ownership was probably ready. Hey, Jackson, thanks for following, Jackson. Yeah, don't start 1-5. Yeah, that's a good idea. How about we just start fast? Don't start 8-2 either. Yeah, Solfield was on the opposite end of that deal with his Colts. Guy's in good shape defensively. I think I've drawn a pretty solid opponent. Well, see if anything works for me. Injury plague season, terrible start. By the time Graham ran his route, man, his defense is in there. Let's go for it and talk about what we need to do to be better. Let's see. Would have fired him for losing to Gardner Minshew in 3 straight years on principle. Says I'm the cheetah. Yeah, they did good to fight back into it. Yep, 100%. Walker gets a Texas route, and boy, that just changes the whole game. I was thinking this was going to be early exit. We still may be out of here with an exit, but yeah, we're back in it now. Maybe the Cardinals trade for Justin Fields, tank, and then get Arch Manning. I don't like that scenario for you there, Mason. Although, you know what, Mason? I'm fine. Yeah, let's keep the Cardinals out of the NFC West contention mix. Bad enough dealing with the Rams and Niners currently. Played some really bad teams in that 5-game win streak. Miami National Championship. Chris is asking. I don't know. I don't know enough about college football to really know who's the team to beat. Seems like it's Indiana. I mean, they haven't lost. Their defense is amazing, but you know, Indiana is going to be getting the lights really bright on their program. So we'll see if they're up to the task. I'll definitely have some fantasy plays on it, Chris. Though, use code DYF on Underdog. We'll take great care of you if you tell them Danielle Freak sent you with that DYF code. Check my stories. I'll have all the plays up the next couple days. And also, be sure to follow if you did. We need everybody to follow up. You think Mendoza could be an NFL quarterback to solo fill? Oh, that was a great throw on the run. I thought he was past the line of scrimmage and that I was into attack the quarterback mode. So it's a little PA boot that he ran there. Seahawks Super Bowl, says Chris and Nat. We'll see, guys. I know there's a lot of Seahawks fans that follow on TikTok because you guys see the Seahawks team and, you know, merchandise or whatever I have around here. You know, this is going to be McDonald's first game as a head coach on a playoff team. Team's pretty young. I hope that they just keep playing hard and are able to be locked in. But all the teams that they're going to deal with are really good football teams too. Get a couple of bad bounces or a bad call, and it can be the difference. Dark Smith says, I bet our number 2 seed division championship schedule is going to be hell next season. I guess it is Montrez Sweat. I wasn't sure who it was, so I need to start paying attention. I saw your message there. Yeah, so many out of position cards. I'm so happy this snow is going to melt. I think it's tomorrow that these zero chills will start to fade out of the lineups of being so prevalent. But yeah, it's Montrez Sweat. Yep, that's who it is. It might be a tight end card that subs at fullback or something too, like the Dontari Poe. I'm not sure, but it's something like that. And we're all over him, like Sweat in a locker room. You know, it's Montrez Sweat. Yeah, he's so fast. Best new 89. Oh, I don't know, Brock. I haven't looked at the 89s. 89. Excuse me, 89s are not going to make my lineup, so I haven't checked those guys out. And Michael Vick, he fumbled at the end, but we're down the sideline. We're fine. You're glad Darnold is resurging himself. I'm not sure what resurging means, but yeah, Darnold's been really good most of the year. He had a couple mistakes in that Niner game, but thankfully nothing that that haunted the team too badly. Wasn't my best usering there with Walker. Let's see, good last year to till final game. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right, Solo. Sorry. Solo's going to tell me to lock in. Sammy McDonald's. Good old Sammy. We've hit the 2-minute warning. Seahawks and Eagles. Battle of the Birds. Question of the day. Rings or stats? Of course, we could elaborate on it, but you guys know what we're getting at here. Are you a ring culture sports fan, or you guys that likes to lean on the stats? I mean, I personally think that there's some nuance to it, and it shouldn't be all one way or the other, that they both matter, but you do get some fans that are really amped one way or the other. All right, Jimmy is into the end zone. Tight spots there. What's happening, tight spot? Oh, the disrespect. He just morphed right through the body of the Eagle. Come on, Jimmy. That's not right. Yeah, exactly. You can get rings being a bench player. Cheetah says Phillip Rivers has the stats to make it to the Hall of Fame, but he doesn't get in because he doesn't have the accolades. He has to stop on retiring. Like the guy on the Warriors, I forgot his name. The guy, he was two-time Warrior champion, and next season was on the Raptors when they beat the Warriors. Patrick McCaw, is that who you're thinking of? Yep, yeah, McCaw. Yeah, he was an okay role player, and he looked like he was going to be decent in the league, but yeah, he wasn't imperative to either team's run. Hopefully his parents aren't listening to the stream or something right now and getting irritated with me, but yeah, McCaw was just in the right place at the right time. Big ups to Pat Spencer. If Spencer gets a ring, he's going to be the reason we got the ring. He is that MF. We don't look like a ring contender this year, though. Not at the moment. Can't wait till we trade Kuminga in about a week. See what we get back. Hopefully it gives the team a little spark. Yeah, his brother plays. Yep. They both ended up on the floor in garbage time one day, and the Warriors had the ball to run down the clock. Warriors were going to win. And instead of dribbling it out, all the Warrior guys, Steph and Draymond and all them were egging Spencer on to go shoot over his brother. So he backed him down, shot a fadeaway, and missed it. Thankfully, nobody, cleared the benches over a shot that didn't need to be shot. 3 rings almost put him in the GOAT conversation. Let's see, chillin', trying to figure out the new PC, having issues where OBS is recognizing the Elgato, but not showing the video on the video capture app. It's not showing up on any device connected to the computer. With the new computer, have you updated all the drivers and all that stuff, Tight Spot, for your device, the capture card, and for whatever version of Windows you're running? Always a pain in the butt to do all that stuff, but oftentimes can fix things. Bears versus Patriots rematch 40 years later. Could happen. We would need a fresh version of the Super Bowl Shuffle if it happens. Very different Bears squad. That Bears team was, I mean, they had some cool players on offense, but boy, they were a great defensive team. And TO too fast for my defense here. See, I guess you should update to 11 since 10 has it on the default. Yeah, all that stuff could play a factor for you, Tight Spot. Make it easier for getting things set up and troubleshooting. Boy, he had all day to throw. TikTok friends, you guys control the timer. I haven't looked at the timer in a minute, but the more everybody on TikTok follows, shares, likes, chats, etc., the more activity, the longer we'll stream. You have a capture card with a 12-year-old PC. It's not too bad, says Mason. I think they say a lot of the modern computers should last 5 to 10 years, like if you buy one today, type of deal. I have some RAM sticks from my old computer. I need to probably sell those things. Man, RAM is very scarce and sought after suddenly. I guess all these AI data centers and language models are sucking up all the RAM. Yeah, it's gold now. Good answer from my opponent. Felt like I was getting some momentum. We'll see if we can get field goal range in 14 seconds. Oh, maybe we get more. Here goes Hester. And Hester is going to get a 6. Wow. Good going, Devin. He's standing on his head. Way to end the half. Channeled my inner F your couch. Let's see. You've got 32 gigabyte of RAM sitting in your old PC. You can sell if you wanted. Yeah, I thought I could just pull it out and put it into the new one. And the new one came with quite a bit, but it was the wrong DDR slot or whatever the right term is. It's not PCI. I'm thinking of MLB The Show, but whatever the term is, like the slots, the notches don't match up. I did try for a while. It's like, all right, don't press too hard. Let's not break anything. And then I looked it up, and sure enough, it wasn't for this one. Let's see. AJ Wallace, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following, AJ. Logan, welcome back. What's happening with Logan in the Big 26? He's looking for a kickoff return touchdown. We'll pull him down with a Mawari. It is PCI. Okay, so there's 2 PCIs. Yeah, my brain thought of PCI. I'm like, no, that's plate coverage indicator. Calm down, boomer. That's what I was telling myself. And we'll hit stick him, but no deal. Let's see. Sisters in the ICU. Bad start to the year. I'm sorry to hear that. If you don't mind me asking, is she dealing with severe flu? Because we have one of our favorite buddies, and his aunt is hospitalized with the flu, and I guess the flu's particularly bad strain. Wavy, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Wavy? I should sell the RAM to the LA Rams, says Mason. Mason, those types of jokes are the ones I usually make. He goes through the run game there with Sweat, and he'll get a first down. Let's see. Kid 23, welcome in, Kid. Indeed started as a flu, turned into pneumonia. Yeah, I guess there's a pneumonia shot. My pharmacist last year told me it'd be a good idea for me to get it. Because I guess you just need to get the pneumonia shot like once in your life. But unfortunately, my Rite Aid closed down, so I'm going to have to talk to other pharmacists over at Walgreens. I guess everybody's Rite Aid closed down. I think they went out as a chain. When are they going to do player updates? We need a higher overall Sam. I doubt Sam's getting a card immediately because he just got the stocking stuffer card that goes up to 93. But he'll probably get a playoff card, I would imagine. Maybe next week. B says, go Seattle, baby. Yes, go Seattle. Where they're going, I don't know. Hopefully, trip to Santa Clara in February. Let's see, your parents are making you take this flu seriously, says Sports Mason. Yeah, I feel like I've heard a lot about it the last 3 or 4 days. My wife told me it was a pretty bad strain. Being at my kids' school, I heard a lot about it now. Hearing from you guys in chat. Wearing your mask and wearing gloves for Mason. It doesn't hurt anything. If anybody wants to give you a hard time, tell them to, I don't know, tell them to warm up the bacon grease or something. Everybody's health is their health, and yeah, if somebody wants to mask up and not touch surfaces, it doesn't harm anyone. Let's see. I'm gonna spam more likes over here. If you're watching on a laptop or on a PC, you can hold down the L key and it'll keep sending likes. If you're good with auto hotkey or any of that stuff, you can just kind of do it passively as well. But yeah, if you're not tapping, you're napping is what I've been told at your couch. Each their own, says Gabriel. Yes, exactly. Ghost Wolf, how's it going, Ghost? Good to have you in the stream. I'd like to make this the last drive and walk it off with a field goal. I'd like to do a lot of things, but we'll see what happens. Wanted to lean on the run game, saw he was kind of crowding up, so went to the mesh flat spot play. And let's run another play in the fourth quarter. Hank, I think I may have missed your follow. Welcome in, Hank. Hank, who is your favorite athlete of all time? He's crashing with Taylor Mays, and we've got an amazing run, pun intended, with Kenneth Walker. So, may as well run that one in. Packers are the 7 seed, says Evan. Yes, they are. 5 years ago today, Kenneth Walker committed to MSU. The play fake completely threw me off on that play. I was clicking buttons, ended up on a set that I didn't intend to, and I was like, well, the play looks all right. Was going to target the zig route, but wasn't expecting the play fake, so yeah, I screwed up. Let's see, D7, welcome in. D7, tell us about yourself. What type of vehicle is that in your profile picture? I'm thinking it's a Dodge Charger, but I can't tell for sure. Could be way off. Montez Sweat running at us. Buddy's thinking what I'm thinking. Run it down and make this the final possession here. Throws off the mark. Do I think the Celtics will win the NBA championship? Come on, Mace. Mason, are you trolling? The championship, I would say, is the Thunder's to lose, and we'll see who else is a contender to it. Celtics without Tatum this year, I think they have next to no shot. Respectfully to the Celtic fans that might be listening, it just doesn't look like a good year for the Celtics. Oh, I've been winning a lot. I should probably put a compilation of my wins on there, Gabriel. I usually put the plays in my Discord, and I always put them on the stories on X. But yeah, I should probably show you guys when I hit and miss too. When we get the pass breakup, it's 4th and long for our opponent. How about yourself? Have you had any success in daily fantasy? And too easy. Jones is going to get one off the edge, and now we're in great shape. That may be exit stage right. GG's. See, Slime 2, welcome in. That guy was kicking my butt earlier in that game. Sometimes, starts to break your way a bit later. Let's see. Mason says he's a New Yorker that likes the Celtics. Wait a minute, Mason. A minute ago, you were a Ravens fan living in Arizona. Now you're a New Yorker. Now you're a Celtic fan in New York. Mason, you're all over the place. I'm not sure we should take Mason without a big grain of salt. But no, I don't think the Celtics are winning the championship this year. All right. Back to the grindstone. Go Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Are they going to win? I don't know. I hope so. Be careful what you wish for, but yeah, I'd love to see the Niners season in this weekend. Nothing would bring me more joy this coming weekend as a football fan than seeing the Niners go out. Also going to be rooting for the Panthers pretty hard. You're a New Yorker that used to live in Queens. Mason, you're all over the place, dude. There used to be a Diddy song about been around the world, but you know, we don't listen to his music anymore. He's not traveling now. But you reminded me of the song. Anyways, here goes Jonathan. Kick it to the back of the end zone. We'll start at the 35. He failed to land in the landing zone. See, the 49ers play in Philly in the playoffs. It's easy wins for Philly, says Grace. Well, Niners have had a good year. There's a reason they're in the playoffs. There's a reason they were playing for the 1 seed a couple days ago. Obviously, you know, we're just fans, so we can overlook teams, but be concerning if your Eagles were that cavalier and nonchalant about the 49ers, because they've found a way to win a lot this season. They have injuries. Sure, everybody has injuries. They're going to be a little bit healthier for that game, though. Zeke says, screw the Niners. That's what I'm saying, but they deserve some respect, too. Easily could have been like a 7-win type year for San Francisco with all the injuries they do have. Bosa's out, Warner's out, Ayuk quit on them, and yet here they are. A lot of wins under their belt, and they have a lot of playoff experience on that roster, too. I can say you're walking here in an accident. Do you mean in an accent, Mason? Head is pirouette out of the pressure, and down we go. 4th and 20, I think I'll punt since it's early. As a neutral fan in that game, you're leaning Niners as Solo Phil. Right, Solo Phil being a voice of backing the boys from the Bay. Also, go Pack those to see. How confident are you in a, like, 1 to 10 scale? 10 being you're certain they're beating the Bears. 1, you think the Bears are a shoe-in. Where are you at on that game, Zeke, for your Packers winning it? They're just rolling, says Solo. They were rolling. Maybe the Seahawks broke them. I can hope. This guy's got Derrick Henry at quarterback. It's that time of the year. Trying to hit stick and said we'll scoop up Swift and drop him down. Zeke's feeling like a 7 on that game. Sounds like a fairly reasonable fan take. Grace wants the Packers to win. And that was good usering for a change. The old man broke on that one and took it away. Because the Bears kind of beat us, says Grace. So Grace just wants the business to be handled by somebody else in the conference. Tacoma checking in. 206, go Hawks. Hey, we need all the Seahawk fans to follow. Stick around with us, Seahawk buddy. Got a couple weeks to do all our crowing, and then we can be nervous. Then we can focus on baseball season if things go poorly. Don't need Vic breaking tackles. I just want him to get some yardage and get out of there. Yeah, thanks for jumping in. Love to have you guys stick around with us on the long road, hopefully to 50,000 here on TikTok. Maybe he met the Atlanta Hawks this solo fill. Yeah, I should not assume. Somebody was saying Trey Young's likely to get traded here too. Speaking of the Atlanta Hawks. All right, so we get the takeaway and the touchdown in Chicago. This matchup. You're having a Mountain Dew at 11 a.m. Mason. We'll have a talk about habits another day. I'm drinking water. High quality H2O. Look at that. Taylor Mays with the elevation. I'll take it away from Dontari Poe. And our defense is locked in. They're flying around, making plays, getting takeaways. We get the victory. GG's. Game results are being processed. Please wait. Yeah, don't mind if I do. We got 29 minutes left for sure. The timer over my head, for those of you watching on the vertical streams, it's a fear of missing out timer. Be sure to follow, share, like, send a couple universes, whatever. They're on TikTok, and we'll stream longer for you guys. The more activity we get. So this is the winner go home game. If we win, we will be going to the playoffs. If we lose, back to the drawing board. I think we got a 93 pack. I didn't know there was one in the path, so let's see what we get. The choice pack, I don't even know what to select. Was that nonsense? I don't see anything in my pack queue. Let me close the app and go right back in. Julian, I'll play ranked when I feel like it. Julian, follow the stream. Julian, send 20 galaxies. You like it when we give orders, Julian? Now, have some manners, Julian. 5 minutes in the gulag, Julian. Then you can act right when you come back, or you can find out about the bacon grease. Choice is yours. Yeah, tell me about a choice pack there. Yeah, Julian, exactly. Jordan knows. Act right. All right, so it seemed like we got a Phantom 93 choice there. All right. For today, we're playing seasons. We finished Hero 1 last ranked session. I'll dive in when I feel like it. Yeah, exactly. Skyballer is going to regulate. Let's see, you barely drink water. It has no flavor in your opinion unless it's faucet water, says Mason. Mason, I'm glad you're there. You're definitely adding a lot of fun to our red stream. KB plays. No, it's not. It's not what you claim. However, you want to find out how real it is, just ask your mom. She'll tell you all about it. Kay, welcome in. Good to have you follow, Kay. Kay, tell us about yourself. Who's your favorite left-handed athlete of all time? Always thought that too until you grew up for Solo. He's a Colts fan. What's a playoff? Hey, F your couch, thank you for the bit bomb. Tim Tebow, favorite left-hand athlete for Skyballer. User123, welcome in. How'd you come up with that name? Lottie, welcome in. Thanks for following. Our cards down. Have the cards released? Yeah, we're into season 5. I don't know what other releases are coming today. Can you have out a shout out, please, love? I don't know. Can you follow the stream and give me a thumbs up for a shout out? I'll make that exchange for you. Vic might be a close second. Might be first. Our card price is going down. Yes. Good time to sell. Zero Chill was probably over the weekend. Only ones that I'm probably going to move on from are eventually move on from Vic. I got the Drake May. I think when Vic melts, I'll probably sell him. And eventually I'll move on from the free safety Hendricks. But I didn't have a lot of stuff to liquidate personally. A lot of the guys fit my Seahawk theme, so I'll be hanging on to those dudes. The ones that I'm running, at least. Yeah, we're going to be moving into the playoff stuff, so the zero ability buckets are going to melt, thankfully, and we'll get away from so much of this out of position nonsense. Maze the GOAT, says Lottie. We'll find out. Hopefully he has a nice quick throwing animation. I haven't looked at what his buckets are or any of that stuff. It's not going to matter. I'm going to play my old man game anyways. Let's see. Nathan says, I'm ready to play football. You bought... Comes from the Dollar Tree, ready to play. Just waiting for your friends. So did you buy like a Nerf football from the Dollar Tree? Is that what you're getting at? Or do they actually have a sports football there? Yes, exactly. Thanks, Skyballer. If you're not tapping, you're napping on TikTok. Skyballer, was sending a bunch of likes to you the other day when you were live on TikTok. I was in here on my PC and I was trying to figure out how to hold down the L key too. I was messing around with auto hotkey. So if you're wondering why I wasn't chatting, that's why. I was trying to program something which isn't my forte. The Sky Baller hate us over on the purple chat now. Inquiring minds want to know. Somebody just said that on the purple side, Sky Baller. I think Sky Baller is at work. Maybe it's easier to access TikTok than it is the purple stream. Swing and a miss on the deep ball, bummer. Threw that a little too early. Oh well. But I want to explain why I wasn't chatting. I was trying to figure stuff out. Would have sent you a lot more likes if I could have figured it out. He's supporting on both. I think Solo's hinting that he wants to chat with you. Let's see. So you got a football for Christmas. They do sell footballs and basketballs. Got a couple of big plays here that we didn't cash in. Possibilities. And then that time it took too many seconds in the pocket, so I'll convince myself to go for it, but playing the old close, but not quite there game. Ooh, Tight Spot says he does in fact hate us over on the purple side. He followed and unfollowed Tight Spot. Well, I would unfollow Tight Spot too. Can't be watching thirst trap streams around, the family. Tight Spot. That's the type of content you'll get there. All right, now he's supporting. Hey, Skyballer, thanks for coming over and thanks for the bid. The buddies were just missing you over here. I don't think I ever followed you. Tight Spot self-promoting in chat. Somebody demod Tight Spot. Cheetah, Go Hawks, a.k.a. the Fighting Mike Max. Hey, Cheetah, thanks for subscribing, man. Ducky, welcome in. Good to have you as our latest follower, Ducky. We're opening a pack. We're taking Cheetah to the wall. I'll do it at halftime. That way I don't mess up any more than I already am prone to messing up in the game. But you guys are both in the same stream team. You guys are all Grit Gaming, so. Tight Spot, he streams a ton of sports. Very knowledgeable sports guy. Streams some marbles on stream. And, yeah, he's just a chill guy. He's a good guy to hang out with. It says Seahawks and Cowboys. Hudson Lowry. How's it going, Hudson? UNLV sucks, says Tight Spot. Yeah, glad to have you guys join us there. Hopefully, you can network and help each other out, and it's just not like supposed to be a stressful stream team type of scenario. But if I can do anything to help you guys with, hey, how do I make this overlay, or how do I do this on this platform? If I know, yeah, it's a good place for us to share knowledge. You're a new creature. Can I follow you? What's with the self-promotion on TikTok, guys? Hudson, I appreciate you following and kind of being polite about asking, but you can't self-promote. Do you really think you're going to grow trying to do follow for follow stuff? That's not how it works. So Hudson, 5 minutes in the gulag, then we'll bring you back. If you have questions about streaming, that's definitely fair game. But being like, hey, can you follow me? Hey, I'm going live. I'm live right now. Streamers usually resent that stuff. It gets old fast. I mean, I don't even know that I did much of anything to help, Skyballer. I was lucky that I raided you and made a friend and got to know some of the folks in your community. But no, you're doing great on your own. If I can help you with anything, just let me know. L self-promo. Exactly, Lottie. Let's see. Heather O'Neill is in the red chat. What's that happening, Heather? Helped with the emotes. Need all the help you can get. Cheetah, when's the last time Cheetah streamed? I feel like Cheetah just fires it up once in a blue moon. All right, 25 or F1 2020. Which is it, Cheetah? Lumia Stream and Nightbot are about to fight here. I feel like I never got to catch Cheetah live. As a Cardinals fan, congrats on the playoffs. Hey, thanks, Batman. What would you like the Cardinals to do in the offseason as far as the head coaching surge? Lumia Stream never locked in. 25 was last stream. Do you guys feel like the college football franchise took a drop back in 26? It seemed like a lot of people weren't as excited about 26, but it may have been so much anticipation and build up around 25 with the franchise returning that 26 was never going to be that well received, you know, comparatively. Hey, I appreciate it, Skyballer. Let's see. We need the defensive line over everything, says Batman. Oh, bummer. That was opportunity to pick that off, or at least get a pass breakup. I used it a bit poorly. Africa says gameplay's a lot better on Madden. Not trying to hate. You think that's the overall opinion? Let's see. Great game. Best offline dynasty franchise football game you can play. Thought about firing one up to go off on Hardball for 2 hours. That is peak content when fans are just letting it out. You know. I know you were waiting for him to go, so immediately thought about you when I got home yesterday and saw that in the Discord server. Mike had posted the Hardball was out. I was like, oh, I wonder what Cheetah thinks. I mean, I kind of knew you're thinking yes, the wait is over, but you know sometimes when it actually happens, it feels different too. You want the offensive coordinator? He's coming in for an interview. Boy, I hope Kubiak can lock in for the playoffs before he takes the job with the Cardinals or something like that. Do I watch Stranger Things? No spoilers, but I watched the first couple seasons. I haven't watched the recent stuff. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it if you are watching through it. But yeah, it's been a long time since I watched Stranger Things. I do want to finish up the series, but I watched it with my wife, and then trying to get the schedule lined up to watch a couple episodes or binge watch a season is tough at this stage. He's good though, and you want him. Yeah, Kubiak may be a good hire for you guys. The only sports station there is your former employer. Don't really listen to it now. You've listened all day, every day, last 3 days for Cheetah. Yeah, there's times when things go a certain way that you enjoy as a fan, and you just want to just soak it all in. I'm usually looking on Reddit and Twitter. Like after the Seahawks game beating the Niners, for me it was personally really sweet because you know I know I've said it a lot, but for the folks that don't know, you know the newer viewers, like I live in Niner territory, so I just wanted to see like everything about it, and then I fell asleep looking at my phone, you know, just loving it. Uh, if I was in a spot where I could listen to like Seattle sports media, I probably would have done the same. But part of it was like enjoying the Niner fans being miserable too. Not the fans that are nice in here, because I don't want to kick anybody while they're down, but you know the obnoxious fans. I like to imagine those guys breaking their TV sets or something. What is that show even about? Boy, it'd be hard to put Stranger Things into a quick summary. It's been a while since I watched the show, probably because there's been a lot of times between the seasons. It's probably been 4 or 5 years since I watched any of the Stranger Things. Yeah, I bet AI can do a much better job than I can. Skyballer says I love playing career mode on NHL and MLB. It's felt cathartic to hear that the fans now have been on your side for the first time ever, says Cheetah. Skyballer, thank you for the bids. There's 2 defensive tackles in the draft that Batman wants. Hey, what's up, Zach Attack? Zach Attack, anything you would like to see the Thunder do at the deadline, or you think that Thunder roster is bulletproof? And I don't think you guys really need to change anything, but is there something you would like just as icing on top of that squad? Zubac, yeah, he'd be a great guy for a lot of teams to pick up. And I really don't see any reason for the Clippers not to look to get some assets for him. Clippers are such a weird franchise. So Jerry Rice will grab it and we'll go out of bounds. Try to make it multiple possession before the end of the half. Also, Zach, what did you think of the Commanders getting rid of the coordinators? First one of them is Caleb Banks from Florida. He's 6'6". We need another big man, especially since Hart and Jay Will can't stay healthy. The rebounding is terrible. So you go under your device manager. It says your driver for the game capture card is not installed. Yeah, you probably need to go and get all the drivers for your capture card in that device manager. Is it not letting you update or something, tight spot? I feel like capture cards are a pain, and then once you get them set up, you don't really think about them much unless they stop working. You want Zaven Harris from Ole Miss, who's 6'6" or 6'7". Hey, you got me to say 6'7", Batman. I don't know if you're one of those meme kids, but there you go. That's his real height. No, I believe you. Just thought it was funny. I think that meme's fading away now. Too many of us gray-haired boomers are joking about it, and that just makes it not fun for the younger generation.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Go.
Ooh, not good. Try to throw it away. Got cute. That's what I get. Drivers for this device are not installed. Code 28. There are no compatible drivers for this device. Check for the driver update. If I were you, you know what I'd be doing? I'd be grabbing a screenshot. I take it to the 3 wise men tight spot. Take it to Chat GPT, Google Gemini, or Gronk. And I would have them coach me through it. That's usually what I do these days before I start trying to look stuff up. Looking up the old threads sometimes on the PC forums or Reddit can be fruitful, but you know, these learned language models will kind of do that for you on their own. Dude, Gronk does some bad stuff, but it's actually helped me a lot with my content creation. But yeah, that's maybe going to get Elwan in trouble. We'll see. He seems like he's able to always buy his way out of things. Do you like Liking Park? Do you mean Lincoln Park, Mason? The seam is open. Let's see, when you see a defensive lineman that tall, you think of Calais Campbell. Boy, Calais had a heck of a career. I think my favorite Arizona Cardinal, though, was Larry Fitzgerald. Super nice dude. Awesome player. Seemed like he always stayed healthy. Never dropped the ball. Absolute nightmare against the Seattle defense for many, many years. But it's hard not to respect him and enjoy him. I kind of feel the same way about George Kittle for the Niners. Kittle just seems like a nice human being. Excellent player, too. Didn't feel that way about Aaron Donald. Donald was a guy that had a mean streak and made some dirty plays, but boy, he was a beast for those Rams. Sorry, Holy Five Hole. I was happy Donald hung it up. Suddenly, my opponent's having network issues now that he's down 2 scores. Brother's team is the Hawks, so when you lose to them, you go, no. Boy, we've had some good battles there. That Arizona field has been a house of nightmares for the Seahawks. Legion of Boom both got hurt, or 2 of the members got hurt. Sherman and Cam got hurt the same game on a Thursday night down there. Of course, we lost the Super Bowl in the one down there. Hate playing in Arizona. Yeah, Tight Spot got a new PC. He's trying to get it all dialed in, Holy. If you're just checking out the chat now. Go Hawks says Jesus. Jesus, we hope you'll follow. Did I see what Kyler tweeted when Aaron Donald retired? No, I don't think I did. If I did, I forgot what it was. Probably a sigh of relief getting rid of Donald. Let me get the pass breakup so he can't get the field goal unit out. Jesus, thanks for jumping in and joining our community. Said congrats, please don't come back. Yeah, I'm sure all the opposing quarterbacks felt that way about Donald. But then they got Jared Verse, and Verse is really good. I mean, he's not Donald good, and he probably won't be that good because Donald's maybe the best at the position ever. But Verse is an excellent second rounder that they got. Let's see. Mason says we need a new stadium to replace State Farm Field. This pack dedicated to I'm the Cheetah. I should have left it in the halftime menu. Something along those lines. That man loves Kyler. You don't want to see him trade Kyler away then, I'm guessing. Or maybe you're thinking Kyler needs a different squad. I feel like Kyler might get moved this year. CJ Gardner first in the pack. We need a Raven in here. Ooh, Cooper DeJean. There we go. And last in our pack is going to be Quincy Williams. So There we go. We'll boom it with Bobby Wagner, out of position punter card. You would go to their website, download the driver for the capture card from there. Yeah, that's a good call. Holy. Have you done that tight spot? Yeah, sometimes trying to do it through Windows doesn't always get the right stuff. Hopefully we go to the Super Bowl. Every time we get the 1 seed, we go to the Super Bowl. I hope so. Yeah, so far they've had success. There's also some weird thing about when the Pope changes, the Seahawks make it to the Super Bowl too. So we'll see if all those things continue on that path. Their website is messed up for sure. The card is not supported by them anymore. Well, what card do you have? What's the model? Trell Owens wanted it more. He knocked down Hendricks. And this is going to be a TO house call for 67 yards. 76 yards. Flop those around. So it's the Elgato HD 60. What? I think that's what I have. Those aren't the right drivers, tight spot. So I see the 60 and it says game capture HD, 60 HDS, S plus, X X, and all all the different ones, 4K. But is yours not one of those models? I can't believe you got that conversion in there. Hey, what's happening, Xander? Good to have you in the stream. We'll know down, start at the 35. See if we can ground and pound here. Kyler's contract is close to that of Burrow's. You see, you just don't see somebody trading for Kyler with $200 million contract. What's your thoughts on the following? Tua and Deshaun Watson. Would you be interested in either of those guys? Let's see. Got to get back to work. Peace out. Have a blessed day. Happy second half of the day for everybody. Hey, I hope you're having a great day at work, Skyballer. Thanks for hanging out with us. I need to make commands for yourself and for F Your Couch and for Cheetah. That way we can plug all your guys' socials when you're able to hang out. We already know the team to use. Go Hawks as Slim Jim. So I'm playing Ultimate Team, so the uniforms are Seattle, but you don't necessarily have to play with Seahawk guys. I am running a Seattle theme team though. For some reason, the page doesn't pop up for Edge. It does on Chrome. Oh, there we go, tight spot. Yeah, that stuff's annoying, right? When elements get blocked in one of the browsers. Confident Steelers fan. What's happening, Confident? Thanks for following in. You would be down for Kyle McCord, the Eagles backup. Yeah, I guess there's some Eagle fans that think he should start over Jalen Hurts. I was seeing a lot of the Eagle fans piling on, calling those guys idiots. So after the game last weekend, yes. Let's see, Steelers fan. Who's your favorite Steeler of all time? Let's see. You're excited to try the barbecue sauce you got from the Dollar Tree. It looks so good. Hey, that's a pretty good command. Thanks, tight spot. Troy Polamalu. Yeah, Troy was awesome for you guys for a long time. Let's see, draft Hayes King. Have him sit behind Kyler. Solo, you're a mod. You can make your own command. I was like, come on. Make me a command, old man. Usually I try to gather all the links and put them together if they have a link tree, but yeah, that's a good one on Skyballer. Polamalu and Antonio Brown. Good old Antonio.
On the ready.
Did Ray Lewis have to retire? Yes. The bell tolls for all of us eventually. You can't play the child's game forever, especially at a position like linebacker. Ray Lewis had an excellent career, like as far as longevity. He didn't even bother to get Solo's link in there. I've been on the bike. You've never made a command in here. Long time viewers, old time viewers, they remember the elliptical streams. Yeah, you got me to slip up and say it, but it's an elliptical. It's always been an elliptical. Okay, Walker gets us into field goal range, maybe 53 yards. I don't know. I feel like I better go for this instead. I feel like I'm gonna make it like half the time because I like to let the power meter go all the way up on those long kicks, and then it does the shaky, wobbly deal, and then it's like, oh, okay, gave him better field position on that miss. Yeah, I wasn't able to get Rice turned up field, let it into him, so we'll turn it over on downs. Big play for the Cowboys. Oh, you do remember those streams? Yeah, I had a separate webcam. My old webcam, I had it pointed at the display so you guys could see how far along I was going, and read chat off my my phone because I couldn't really see, obviously, the chat over here on the monitors. So I might bring them back because I am locked into trying to lose some weight now. I feel like I'm starving, dude. Eating like 1,600 calories a day. Know what receiver you like in the draft? No, no idea. I don't follow college football too closely, so lay them on me, Batman. Who are the good college receivers? At least in your estimation. Well, he had some open throws there. He just didn't let it rip. What team do I think Ark Manning will go to? He'll probably go to the Underwater Welders. I know it was a typo. I think Arch Manning, I don't know. I don't know if he's as much of a desired commodity this season after he had some times that he struggled as he would have been coming out last year. Like what I'm trying to say is whenever Arch declares, I'm not sure he's a lock to be the first overall selection. So we'll have to see who's at the top of the draft then. You know, every year there's a lot of turnover in the standings in the NFL. So, you know, I doubt the Raiders are drafting a quarterback again after this season, but maybe the Raiders are there. Maybe the Jets are trying to get Arch Manning. Like, kind of depends on a lot of factors that we don't know yet. Oh, Denzel Boston. Is he related to David Boston, the former Cardinal receiver? Let's see, you just sold your Ghost of Mutt Steelers Cowboy themed team. Got like $3 million for Wake Up Joseph. Yeah, great time to sell. Playoff stuff's coming. Able to force him out wide. Opponent needs a touchdown drive here. No, that was the first thing you thought. Yeah, I was wondering because Boston was. That dude was ripped. He was a beast of a receiver there for a few years with your Cardinals. My wife's telling me to get app order ready for my son to get him some fries from McDonald's. So multitasking here. Yeah, I wish I would have got that down in distance. Could have got to closer field goal range than what I did. Didn't really trust it from 53 as much as I trusted the offense. We got a new follower coming in, and that follower is Braden. Braden, welcome to our stream. How's your day, Braden? He's running a lot of dive plays. That'll get him a first down. Mimskoff, welcome in. Thanks for following. Braden, I'm doing great. Yeah, thanks for participating today. Those of you that just followed, who do you guys root for as football fans? It's your team in the playoffs this weekend or next weekend. And Elliott gets free. I thought we were going to stop him for a loss, or at least no gain. Clock's running down, though. Opponent's not using his timeouts, which is interesting. There he goes. Let's go Pack, says Mimchkov. All right, next question for you. Who's your favorite Packer of all time? We have not made the playoffs, but you feel like you won for Cheetah. Team's looking for a head coach. Tighten up. Who do you want to come to Tennessee? Are there any rumors out there that you're liking? And he's in with 11 seconds. He already got the conversion, so he can go for the point after and be up a point. Now I got to get a good return and try to get that field goal that I didn't take last time we had the ball. Let's see, Devontae Adams or Christian Walker. Devontae Adams for head coach? Oh, no. I was looking at the wrong person in chat. He's giving me his favorite Packers. So that makes more sense. Why does he go for 2 there? I thought we stopped that. That ball came out. I wish I could challenge it. But I guess he must have been able to catch. But I don't understand going for 2. He was already up in the scenario to lead with the point after. Maybe he doesn't trust the point afters. But, all right, whatever. It is what it is. You want Arthur Smith or John Harbaugh? So it sounds like you're a big fan of the receivers over the years there in Green Bay for Mimchkov. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Arthur Smith being in the mix. Did he coach this past year? Is he a coordinator somewhere? Let's see. Mason thinks Arch Manning will go to his grandfather's team, the Saints. He is the Steelers' offensive coordinator. I thought the Steelers had fired him after last year for some reason. I got a little lost, guys. Not my first time getting messed up. Bummer. That was the play I needed to get a good chunk and then send the field goal unit out. Gotta see if we can hit the sideline here. Didn't see what I wanted. We'll play for the end zone or a pass interference, hopefully. Do I want to play squads? No, thanks for asking. If you'd like to play squads in my community, you can click on my profile. My Linktree has a Discord server, and you can come join us for squads. Do I remember Donald Driver in Madden 11? Not particularly on Madden 11 for any reason. I do remember Donald Driver being in the game, of course. And I was trying to get Graham down the field with his X Factor on and take a shot at it. Needed to throw that, touch faster there. Bummer. I was close to locking it up with the field goal. I just didn't want to try from 53 or 54, whatever it was. Needed one more first down and probably would have had that one. But, good job from him. He had to make all his plays, and he went for 2. Kind of doesn't make sense to me as to why they went for 2. I saw the ball pop out, but, they said he held on. Bland, the GOAT. Welcome in, Bland. Got a rare option pack. I'll open it for you guys here once I have control. It's always a little laggy coming out of the games. How's our timer looking? Oh, timer's gone. We'll play one for the road then. Let me open these packs. $4,000 coins. Should be on gaming the next couple days. Saturday morning, we have Formula E from Mexico City. So if I have any race fans, please check out the red or purple stream because I will be geo-listed to stream those. Those will be for American audience only, I believe. I believe that's the geo-locking scenario. Dude was doing DeAndre Hopkins stuff. He was. This is a boomer bust. I think it's a bust. Yeah, 84. Gab says, go Hawks. Gab, you got to follow if you're a Seahawk fan. We need all the Seahawk buddies in here. How's your day been, Yab? Yeah, thanks for joining us, Yab. We'll get a deep shot pack. So I'll open these packs as soon as I can. I'm trying to move it. It's just laggy. We'll back out. Play one more for you guys. You pulled 91 D-Law. Nice going. I have him as one of the backup edge rushers for me in my theme team. I'm ready for the next team of the week stuff to drop. Hopefully we get a few more Seahawks. For those of us that are running Seahawk theme. I guess everybody wants cards for their theme teams, right? Saints team affinity. And then our deep shot, we'll see if we get lucky. Winfield Jr., Russell Wilson, Zay Flowers. Nothing great thus far. But it was a deep shot. It wasn't, touchdown pack or something. Spencer Rattler. And speaking of team of the weeks, here's one right now. And it's Kool-Aid McKinstry. One of the best names in sports going. All right, let me go back to seasons. May play ranked tomorrow or the next day to switch it up. I don't even know if there's a good event or anything going on right now. Jump off and enjoy some lunch with the family. All right, so Cheetah, thanks for subscribing, Cheetah. We'll get you on our subscriber wall right now. Got to wear all the Seahawks stuff while I still want to be associated with them. Hopefully we don't go one and done. Oh, hey, it's the 49ers. Well. Wouldn't you know it? See, do have Sean Alexander jersey upstairs. Now's a great time to wear it, Cheetah. I'm just supporting Coach McDonald, guys. We should have kept him. Let's see. Ashton says, "Go Hawks." So yeah, Ashton, who's your favorite Seahawk of all time? Of course, we'd love you to follow as a fellow Seahawk fan. He's got Coach Shanahan as his coach. No surprise. Let's see what type of offense we're up against here. Doug Baldwin's the favorite for yeah. Baldwin was awesome. Angry Doug. Been following for years. You just don't hop in stream. Ashton, I don't think I've streamed on TikTok for years. And he's off and running with a designed run for Vic. Too bad he didn't fumble. I'm going to have to pause. Got to get the fries for my son here. I thought I paused. I guess not. Not smart. Used to be in the 2 a.m. streams. Okay, that sounds right. Yeah, it's been a while since we chatted then. You're a fan because of Bobby Wagner. I was hoping when Jones got hurt that we would have traded for Bobby. But I think it worked out with Knight and those guys stepping in the game that Jones missed just fine. Okay, let me pause there. Sorry, guys. Just be a second. Gonna screenshot the app code and then my wife can pick it up. Yes, I'm already there. Come on, McDonald's. Stop checking my my location, McDonald's. Creepy. Cheetah, we'll see you in a few. Maybe he's gonna go get the Sean Alexander jersey. All right, now we're locked in. Maybe. Yeah, that just took forever. My defense never got home. Those routes kept on routing until they uncovered. JR from New Music Inferno with the Inferno Heart. Thank you, JR. The King KD21. Thanks for following, King. King, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Good to have you in the stream. Yeah, JR, thanks for joining the TikTok team again today and staying on the team. Thanks for the Go Populars as well. And he'll just throw it to Poe in the flat. Pretty good opening drive from my opponent. Loving the lid. Hey, thanks, Bando. Bando, thanks for the GG as well. Try to get in there and block that one, but we're a bit late. Steph Curry. Steph's one of my favorites too. I'm a big Golden State guy. Let's see. Absolutely, my fellow 12. So as a Seahawk fan, those of you that are Seahawk fans, who do you want to win this weekend? Let's go ahead and stick our foot in our mouth so we can regret it later. Who do you want coming to Seattle? I know I want the Rams and the Niners to lose. The division rivalry runs deep for me. Anybody but the Niners for legit lids. Yeah. I'm not really fond of the idea of McVay coming in there with the Rams either, but we'll see what happens. With Walker with a big rush. Thought we might be getting the house call, but Randy Moss on defense too fast. You're a Niners fan. Let's not talk about the last game. I'll tell you this much. I don't want to see you guys again. I hope somebody else can take care of business against you guys. Because, you know, week 1, your boys came up and got the win in Seattle too. So I'm definitely not looking forward to another matchup if there is one. Let's see. Honestly thought... See what you mean with the Rams are tough. The second most complete team after us is Bando. I think these routes are pretty covered. Just throw that away. He had a spy in good shape. Yeah, Puka's scary. Does some knucklehead stuff, but boy, he's one of those guys when the ball goes his way, you just expect him to find a way to haul it in, and more often than not, he does. I feel like that has to be the most wins in a division for the 3 teams that, you know, had winning records this year. Since they've gone to, you know, 4 teams per division format. He was crashing with Cam Newton. My opponent read that play well. I'm just glad I got it in there. Need the Rams somehow lose, and Green Bay to lose to beat Chicago is what King's rooting for as a 49er fan. Yeah, that would be a good path for you guys. Big chance this weekend to try to avenge the Niners against Philly, because I know a lot of 49er fans blame the injuries, and, you know, rightfully so, in the championship game a few years back when Brock had the UCL injury, and then Johnson got hurt in that game. I think got concussed off the bench. Of course, that caused the NFL to make the rule change for the emergency third string guy to be not on the roster, but they're on the roster, so to speak. Had CMC at quarterback. Yeah, that was such a crazy game. I feel like those 2 fan bases, they seem to snipe at each other a lot on social media, on, you know, X and Reddit, whenever they have their interaction opportunities. So that should be a pretty heated game as far as a non-rival playoff game this coming weekend. And the Eagles are rested. You know, Sirianni made the choice not to go for the 2 seed. He was content with his backups, and, you know, now he's got to deal with the Niners. King is Trent Williams and Purcell already cleared to play. Like, are they for sure going to play this game? My impression was they were, but I haven't looked at any of the news. I think usually Matt Miyoko is one of your guys' better beat writers and reporters here from the Bay Area. wants that edge with the Vic card. Hey, what's happening, Jason? Still questionable, but very likely.
Smash, smash. Hey, check that. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He's got a little design run there for Vic. I'd like to hit stick Vic and force a fumble somewhere. Obviously. Be nice to take the ball away.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. 18, pioneer. Get it. 3. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Hopefully you can change Shaquan. You guys ran through us. We did a good job against Blajon and JT. You feel like it also comes from Seattle, splitting the snaps between Walker and Charbonnet. Yeah, those guys are both running pretty well at the moment. Seemed like it took a while for the run game to get some traction with Kubiak this year, but I hope that can continue as a Seattle fan, you know, as the playoffs progress. I was trying to get my defense to move out of the formation it was showing and kind of cover up Dion, but whatever I was hitting wasn't fast enough on those pre-snap audibles. Burrow Kyle. How's it going, Kyle? Good to have you back in our stream. And then Walker's coming up on free agency, so I'm guessing Charbonnet will be our lead back and we'll draft a rookie next year. I suspect Walker's going to make too much for us to hang on to him, but we'll see. Finally, the ball comes out, but unlucky for me, it rolls out of bounds. Kyle, I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks for being there, Kyle. How's your New Year treating you thus far, Kyle? Sorry, I haven't done a gaming stream for a few days. We had some sports streams that we were locked into, and real life has been busy recently. That deeper route was going to be really open. I was trying to get back with Jones, but I'm glad he didn't progress to it. So far, so good. Just been chilling. Ashton says he doesn't like how Zach's taking the top running back spot. Walker's the top guy. Charbonnet's way better around the goal line. It's a lot harder runner. He doesn't dance so much like K9's kind of prone to do. So I think it makes sense that Charbonnet's kind of the guy around the red zone to go in there. He's also a better pass blocker than Kenneth. I feel like if Kenneth gets the ball into space, he's more prone to an explosive play, though. He did run good against the Niners in that game. So I got to give him a lot of credit for that one. Do I like the rival uniforms? No, not particularly. I have them equipped just for engagement. I think Ashton more than anything. I like the throwbacks. I miss the action greens as a fan. Boy, that was a bad throwaway. Pushed down on the right stick. I just wanted to heave that out of bounds. All right, speaking of 49ers Seahawks, Trey Rice played for both franchises, and we're going to get Flash 80 to the end zone. Seahawks jerseys, I think I have 3, Kyle. I have a Largent jersey, a Rick Meyer jersey, and a Tutupu jersey. I'm not a huge jersey guy. I wouldn't mind buying a few just to have to wear on stream, but I probably would buy them off of one of the non-authentic sites just to save some bucks. Who should you put at sub linebacker? LT, Gronk, or Carmichael. I used that Carmichael personally, and I felt like he was like driving a tank. Tough to change direction with. I'm personally using Cam. I don't know how well Carmichael, LT or Gronk will play for you. I probably would try Gronk. Lady Rage, great to see you. How are you, Lady Rage? Gotta see if I can hold this guy down now on his ensuing drive. I believe I've got the ball coming out next half. Yeah, I'm doing really well. Yesterday was one of those weird days where like one day felt like a month. It was kind of a stressful long one, but otherwise, you know, life's good. Thankfully, nothing drastic or anything happened. Just yeah, it was just a stressful one at times. Glad to be back to streaming and talking sports today. How are the kids doing? Are they playing basketball or anything? My kids' basketball league just started. actually practice just started. The legal start in another week, and this weekend we have our pitcher day. So unfortunately, all three kids have to take pictures at different times on Saturday. So I'll be in and out of the house, shuttling back and forth. Because they're all on different teams, they're different age brackets, so they got, different coaches and practice times and all that. Forced another Vic fumble, but again, it goes out of bounds. This guy's definitely willing to risk getting Vic hit for the yardage he might gain in exchange for it. Also, your Commanders made some big changes yesterday. They fired some of the coordinators. Love to hear your thoughts on what they did there in DC. I'm glad it seems like Coach Quinn will get another year. Hopefully he does well for him. The first year, of course, was great under Coach Quinn. Yeah, I feel like he wants a lot of boot right, and if it's not there, he'll just get what he can with Big. For my opponent here. Last game of the day, and then we'll should be back on tomorrow for another Madden session. That throw way off the mark. He's got a second if he wants to send out his field goal unit. Yeah, you honestly probably should have already sold your zero chill guys. But yeah, it's better late than never because they're melding tomorrow. Over the weekend probably would have been more optimal, I think, for getting more coins. But yeah, once those guys melt, we won't have so many of these out of position dudes with all the crazy abilities on them. I'm glad the game's going to reset a bit. Like, I don't mind one or two gimmick cards being in the game, but when it's, guys running defense against me and he has more offensive players than defensive players, it's not my thing. 3 different times is wild. Hopefully all at the same place as Ashton. Leading the ball. Here's Walker. He bounces off a tackle. He's going to outrun Adderley, I think. At least he's got the lead on Adderley. And it's going to be a big scamper. 79-yard touchdown for Kenneth Walker. Great start to the half. The Skywalker. Myers will swing the leg and put us up 7. Almost noon time here for me. 20 minutes till noon on the West Coast. Cracks me up when I start these streams later like I've been doing, and the buddies come in and say, hey, good afternoon. It's like, huh? No, it's still morning here. But of course, it's afternoon for some of you guys deeper into the day. I like to get some edge pressure off the right-hand side because he's booting Vic out to the right constantly. Maybe I can flip this nickel trap and just pop him off the edge.
Warrior 70. Come on, set. Viking 18. Ready.
And there we go. Adderley's in the right spot. Going to be a Vic 6 on the pick 6 for us. I'm abusing the gritty emote over in the Twitch chat. Guys, it's the same name on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Danielle Freak. When you follow on TikTok, there's usually a timer over my shoulder. You guys control the timer. Follows, shares, likes, gifts, all that stuff drives it up. Tomorrow we'll be on. Usually do shorter streams on the weekdays. I do stream a lot of sports content in the evenings through Creator Sports Network. So tonight will be one of those nights. We'll be on YouTube later. In our event schedule, today we got South Dakota versus St. Thomas. And then tomorrow we have OVW Rise action coming our way. Friday I've got Hexagon MMA. Saturday is a double header. There's going to be Formula E coming up, as well as Wyoming versus Nevada in the Mountain West Conference for men's basketball. And Sunday I have Nightmare Rumble from Ohio Valley Wrestling. So hope you guys had a good time. Let's see if I have any packs to open, and we'll line up a raid. Tay, thanks for following. How's your day, Tay? William, good to have you there. Thanks for chatting with us on the YouTube chat. Couch, you're too generous. Thank you for the bits, Couch. Man, why did these platforms feel like they need to change stuff around all the time? I go to see who I'm following, and I usually will scroll down to the bottom first thing and see who doesn't have a lot of views and just kind of make my decision on, okay, I haven't rated this guy or gal in a long time, but yeah, Twitch has everything like super messed up right now. Uh let's see, I think may know where we're going. Yeah, Henry's on. We'll rate Henry. Really excellent MLB The Show player. He also likes to play some Madden. Guy's a wonderful gamer. I don't know how good he's gotten at Madden yet, but if he gets into it, he'll be super good at the game. Seahawks gonna win the trophy this year. I hope so, Mario. Hope you'll follow and stick around and celebrate with me if we're Super Bowl champions. If the Seahawks are Super Bowl champions, I may play Madden really deep into the spring for a change. I tend to jump off after Super Bowl time. So we got a couple of penny packs. I feel like stuff that I'm earning through the path isn't showing up, but maybe I'm just wrong on that. I'll go back in one more time and then we'll raid Henry here. He's a firefighter, Henry is. And I want to say he's like top 100 MLB The Show player. But he's playing Madden for the Madden buddies that are lurking and enjoying the Madden gameplay. Don't think we have drops enabled. Double check to make sure that was the case this morning. Hopefully the drops will be back soon here for the playoffs and some good stuff coming for all you Ultimate Team friends. All right, nothing there in my queue to open. We'll see you guys tomorrow. JSN, we're doing great. Go Seahawks, and go turn on notifications so we don't catch you at the end next stream. Of course, you guys can join me in all the socials. There's all my links. See you guys on the flippity